je suis venue aux États-Unis et je me suis aperçue au restaurant que je ne pouvais plus manger normalement sans mettre la main, boire à deux mains. Et automatiquement, j'étais mal à l'aise, ça m'angoissait, ça me stressait.
Attends, je vais dire ça. So what happened, this is my mother-in-law, Maurice Moss, came over from France and has been with us for 3 months, and I was lucky enough to meet Matt at a charity event and sat next to him and was talking about it. He was explaining to me what he's done with his life as I did mine. I said, well, that's really interesting because, you know, my mother-in-law has these terrible trembling problems and has no idea how to help her, and he was kind enough to say, bring her in, you watch and see, it's phenomenal. And she's saying, I didn't want to go out. We couldn't even take her to dinner because she had to have her other hand to help her to eat soup, to drink water. She couldn't, she's just embarrassed. She said, I feel like I'm a woman, you guys are taking me, I might as well just be in a home somewhere. And yeah, to serve coffee, to do anything, she just felt pretty much useless at best, and was just completely discouraged. And I said, yeah, just inside also just really bothered her a lot. I said, but let's go. We got to give it a try. And I wasn't able to come. My daughter's ecstatic, and yeah, she said even at night she didn't sleep well. She had her head would shake, and just feeling like an old woman, really.
Okay, what do we do with her?
Et qu'est-ce qu'ils ont fait
Alors, je suis venue voir le docteur avec l'adresse que tu m'as donnée. On est venu et il m'a fait des exercices. J'ai eu un grand questionnaire à remplir. J'ai fait des tours dans le sens d'une montre sur une chaise.
So she said, obviously it was a really long and descriptive breakdown of anything that she's ever had, what was happening to her, and took a long time to fill out, but obviously for good reasons, to be able to find out where and what and how, and giving you as much information to the doctor as possible, and then had some, I'm not sure what it's called, but the turning system to find out what's going on and how it all works in her head, with her lifting her head back and lifting her head forward. And at the beginning of the day, she'll do a little, I'll show you, start out with something with her, if you can see at the beginning of the day when it looks like this, and then not even the end of the day, literally 12 minutes later, she's doing something like this, where she couldn't imagine drinking a cup of coffee or eating soup with your hand like that, or eating with this, just night and day. I mean, truly after 15 minutes.
Exercices avec la balle.
And then she's had home exercises that she does once an hour that moves her entire arm all the way around, and obviously stimulating, bringing electricity to a certain part of her brain that needs to. And then also there was some colors that they were playing, shining blue lights in her eye. That seemed to have helped a lot also. And then just with the sheet, vous avez aussi la page où tu comptais 1, 2, 3, 4. Then also there was numbers, or actually lines on a diagonal that she would fixate on and then count, and then work her way up to that help with her balance. The doctor would sort of give her a pull back, and would, she'd stumble back and forth, which when explained to me was not great. And now,
ce qui est important, c'est qu'au deuxième jour, je pouvais manger. Hein?
But she says,
j'ai bu le café normalement.
She says, but the best part is the second day she could eat and she could drink a coffee without it going all the way down the front of her.
That's great.
And we've been telling you, she says, just can't. Unimaginable. I've told 100 people in the last 3 days.
Elle bouge plus.
She says her head doesn't shake anymore. We went out to lunch yesterday and she was fine. We got her in the convertible, and it was like 8 years ago. Probably started 7 years ago on some ridiculous medicine from France that obviously Matt said, don't take that anymore, you do not need that, and transformed my mother.
Very happy, doctor, good. No.
Yeah, she's not shaking, and she's not a little more nervous more than anything about having to go back to France, but then also was offered to meet up in France because there's an incredible French doctor that's doing the same thing. But for any folks that are teetering, kind of wondering about, thinking about doing it, just go do it. You night and day, and forget the medicine, forget what any other doctors in the hospitals are trying to tell you, or it's whatever. It's well worth trying, and it's completely transformed my mother-in-law. Huh? Ça transformé.
Ça.
Thank you so much, guys. And just to clarify, we didn't give you any kind of drugs or anything like that, correct? Okay. Okay, cool. So everything that we did was like all natural, just through exercises and different things like that.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for trusting us, and thank you for coming in. And thank you again for recording the video. Really, really appreciate it. Hopefully this helps somebody else.
I guarantee it will.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, doctor.